It's a bill one mother says could have saved her son's life. In 2022, Moses Gandhi was murdered by his father over Mother's Day weekend after more than a decades-long contentious custody battle.
In tonight's Justice Files, Courtney John shows us a bill now named after Ohm as his mother shares her family's story for the very first time before the legislature.
Leah Moses says she kept much of what happened to her family a secret, in part because of shame, but mostly because she was so afraid of her ex. But now she's free and she's sharing it in the hopes that she can save other families. But before we share this, we want to warn you, it's upsetting.
Walking into the Senate building, Leah Moses does her best to stay focused.
Oh my gosh, I'm happy to see you.
As loved ones remind her, she's not alone.
I'm gonna be okay, I promise.
Carefully clutching her speech, she's kept in her heart far too long.
I'm not sure during which of the countless early rapes Ohm was conceived, whether it was when I was shoved in a closet, suffocated in the front seat of a car, drugged and abandoned on a couch, or forced under a blanket in a crowded room. But when I was dropped off to Planned Parenthood with an ultimatum between abortion or my life, I gave up the life that I knew to keep the pregnancy. I chose Ohm, and our life as prisoners began.
Escaping an abusive marriage, Leah says the only people she had the courage to share everything with was the courts, in the hopes it would save her children.
And then I was told to stop reporting, and I would be jailed if I didn't comply with unsupervised statutory parent time with extra overnights to make up for his loss.
Instead, she was accused of alienation, of turning her children against her ex. After a second custody evaluation, in which Leah presented police reports, custody was split. Leah got her daughter, and Ohm went with his father.
Over a year later, the third custody evaluation was filed in the court without warning, removing all custody from the abuser. No one talked to me or asked if this approach would be safe, even though I knew the abuser better than anyone. I never saw Ohm again.
Ohm's father murdered him and took his own life Mother's Day weekend.
I miss him so much.
Testifying for HB 272, also known as Ohm's Law, would provide additional protections for children regarding custody cases, including more child abuse training for those within the court system, limitations on reunification treatment orders, and improved expert qualifications when abuse allegations are presented in court.
You're amazing.
It's a day Leah has been thinking about for months.
Incredible strength on doing that up there. I know that was really hard for you. Yeah.
And words she's wanted to say for years.
I really feel peaceful.
Finding peace and knowing her son's legacy.
His name means peace.
Will live on.
And we're not done yet.
By protecting others.
But at least a first step.
Ohm's Law passed out of the House Judiciary Committee, and now it's on its way to the House floor for a third vote.
Oh, and you can just feel the emotion there, really wanting to make a difference for others. Thank you for that. We saw how emotional, again, that she was in that testimony today. How did the lawmakers receive it is what we're wondering, though.
Yeah, initially we were expecting a fair amount of resistance, but it passed unanimously. There was a lot of support, and only a few people spoke against it.
All right. Pushing for change. Thank you so much, Courtney. We really appreciate your report today.